Students and parents, in this video, I want to show you what to look out for. If you are sensing that maybe another student in your community is doing drugs, maybe they bought them on social media, I'm going to show you how drug dealers approach students. We're going to show you the signs to look for and what you can do to keep your students safe online. Now, 50% of teens say it's easy to access nicotine. If nicotine or cigarettes is that common, what else is easy to access? Where are our teens and tweens accessing controlled or illegal substances? And how does social media make access to illegal drugs even more dangerous? Well, here's what we're going to cover. First, we're going to hear from two parents about losing their son to drugs sold on Snapchat. It's heart-wrenching. Next, how social media drug deals happen online, how predators convince teens to try drugs, signs of drug use, and tips if you think someone you care about has tried or is currently using drugs. Now, drug sales are rampant and tragically it can happen to any family. This is according to National Institute on Drug Abuse. 4,177 teens died from drug overdose in 2019 alone. In 2020, 16-year-old Sammy Berman died as well. We're going to tell you his story. Here's his parents, and they've shared their story so others can learn. Drug sales, as you've heard, are rampant, and Dr. Laura Berman, Channel 8 News, shares this. She warns of social media dangers after her son dies from an overdose. This is in Tampa Bay, Florida. In this video, you're going to learn what these parents had to say about their son's tragic death and the role of Snapchat. Here we go.
Gosh, how did you know that he got the drugs from Snapchat? I didn't even know that's possible. Help me understand, what exactly does that mean?
I didn't know this was possible either. I thought it was a place, where kids hang out with other kids and maybe do a couple of, risque things with each other because of the way the app is designed to disappear as each post is seen. But his friend was kind enough, as I was trying to figure out what happened, his friend was kind enough to share a screenshot that our son had sent him of a drug dealer that he had connected with or had connected with him on Snapchat, who, had created a menu and had a Twitter and a Snapchat handle to reach him and would deliver it to your door. So, on one of his little quick walks around the neighborhood to get some air between classes, he must have, met a dealer in his outside our home and brought it into the house that way.
And we all think Snapchat is the place for kids to do what they want to do because it's sweet where other kids are. But the reason the kids are there is because of the functionality that allows things to be secret. But a screen grab has whatever you do on Snapchat tag you for the rest of your life. And it's turned into a place where kids bully and sext and drug dealers find them. And that means it's dangerous.
You said you...
Now, let me repeat what the dad said at the end. He said, we all think Snapchat is the place for kids to do what they want to do because it's sweet where other students are. But the reason the students and the kids are there is because of the functionality that allows things to be secret, and that means dangerous. Now, students and parents having an ongoing dialogue with our friends about our futures. And this is going to sound a little bit out there, but it does work. Please trust me. Talking about our future can help all of us to have a purpose on these apps. And it helps our friends remember what to say yes to and no to in life. And that's what this is essentially, this is something where there's a life choice and what are we going to do? Next, so how do online drug sales happen? Well, the internet is probably the primary mechanism, according to the American Addiction Center's primary mechanism for drug dealers because using social media and smartphones to conduct business is far quicker and more efficient than methods of the past. Now, the same privacy settings that are meant to protect us and users' confidential information are also used by drug dealers to cover their tracks and render themselves invisible. Now, social media companies say drug deals are not allowed on their platforms, but dealers still find ways around the rules. Buyers and sellers often look for common hashtags and emojis to know who can connect with and then do so privately on disappearing or multiple apps. Social media sites often block, ban, or hide hashtags and emojis known to be connected to drug sales. If you scan the QR code on the right-hand side, you can see our list of almost 1,000 different emojis that you can use to keep your kids safe. So you'll be ahead of the game to see what's going on in your community. But dealers still find ways to market their products and connect with users. And that's why we want you to scan that hashtag and learn more. Now, dealers use social media to look like legitimate businesses. The pop culture blog Complex interviewed several drug dealers. The digital underground, they said, here's how you can buy drugs on social media right now. In the article, the dealers say, post pictures and then decide who to serve based on customer behavior. The dealers also said, I try to appeal to pretty much anyone that isn't too sketchy. Online predators also try to trick teens who may not be looking for drugs. Predators can be tricky and work to build a friendship with students online. They then may convincingly offer drugs that the student may not have been looking for. And just like strangers in person on the street, we all have to be cautious about who we're friending online. Even more scary than just the access to prescription drugs is what dealers often add to what they're selling. Watch this news report from WFAA in Texas. Hear what experts say illegal drugs likely contain and the consequences of these activities. Here we go.
Next week, you may think you're getting Percocet or Xanax, but you can't know.
That's Kiara Woods. She's a program director of the Community Coalition. The warning to parents: watch your child's social media account. For example, the drug dealers are posting pills on their lock feature where they can create a story.
The products are there. It tells you exactly what they are, what effects that they may give you, how much they cost, and what you have to do to get it.
The pills are generally counterfeit, laced with fentanyl, a synthetic opioid that's 100 times more potent than morphine.
Just 2 milligrams can kill a person.
All right. Now, drugs are even easier to get, and we have to look out for our friends. Students, parents, and educators, we all have to work together to keep each other safe. Students, you might not want to tell your parents the whole truth. A walk around the block for air wasn't the whole truth, but Sammy's friends might have had an idea of what he was doing. So how do you know if your friend might be using drugs? Well, pay attention to screenshots they send you. Are they trying to get you involved as well? Remember Dr. Berman's son. His friend shared the screenshot with her after he passed away. Some signs of drug use, according to drugfree.org, say there's shifts in moods and personalities in your friends. Withdrawn or depression, deceitful or secretive, hyperactive or unusually elated, locks doors and disappears for long periods of time, and can go out often and want to just get out of the house. Now, what can you do if someone you care about shows signs of drug use? Well, the hardest step may be to remain calm, right? Students and friends won't listen to you if they think you're going to lose your temper. Search resources online like drugfree.org or your school counselors for specific talking points and tips to confront someone. Express how much you care about them, no matter how much trouble they might be in. And students, seek help from trusted adults and professionals if you think your friends are using drugs, even if it was just once. Now, here's what we covered. We heard the heart-wrenching story from 2 parents about losing their son to drugs sold on Snapchat, how social media drug deals happen online, how predators convince teens to try drugs, and signs of drug use, and tips if you think someone you care about has tried or is using drugs. Now, students watching or listening, have your parents scan that QR code on the screen. If you want to shine online, send your parents to smartsocial.com to learn more about getting you ready for your future college, career, internship, and more with that online brand. Parents and educators, join our free newsletter to get more of this content each week. You can subscribe to our newsletter by scanning that QR code or going to smartsocial.com newsletter. And parents, don't forget to rate, subscribe, and review so we can help parents just like you. I'm Josh Ochs with smartsocial.com. Thanks so much for all the support you've given us. And remember, your kids are watching, so keep it light, bright, and polite. We'll see you all very soon. Have a great day.